Hello, my name is Haley Starnes, and this is my presentation on my research topic, music's effect on children's literacy and language development. Why did I choose this research topic? With today's education system being based on literacy and reading as a whole, I have talked to several educators about how they have tried using music in their classroom to promote literacy and language development in their young learners. When implemented correctly, some teachers have found that music can promote early literacy skills. Through conversations had, it was apparent that some teachers believed in the use of music in the classroom while others did not. My first research question was, does music positively affect the language and literacy development of early childhood learners? My second question was, in what ways does music affect the language and literacy development of young learners? Just as the results indicate in this study, researchers Politemu, Dalla, Farrugia, and Franco found relations between linguistic and musical skills among young learners. In their study, it was found that rhythm perception and production were the most efficient predictors of phonological awareness, and melody perception was shown to have the greatest effect on grammar acquisition. Just as the majority of teachers strongly agreed that music instruction is beneficial to their students' vocabulary and that repetitive patterns and words in a song help their students learn and recognize new words, previous researchers found the same information to hold firm. In a previous study, researchers Hill, Clark, and Robinson found that when young children participate in music activities, such as singing, clapping, snapping their fingers, and moving, they build word recognition, listening, and thinking skills. Just as the teachers strongly agreed in this study that music helps their students develop phonological awareness, such as recognizing rhyming words, Haley McEwing researched the literacy program called Gotta Move and found similar results. During circle time, students may dance along with the classic songs Here We Go Round the Mulberry Bush or The Farmer in the Dale. This section of Gotta Move is meant to improve young children's vocabulary, comprehension, and phonological awareness, which consists of rhyming through music and movement. Teachers in this study equally agreed and strongly agreed with statement number 5, music helps my students pronounce new words, and strongly agreed with statement number 2, repetitive patterns and words in a song help my student learn new words. Researchers Paquette and Rigg found that songs can be used to teach parts of speech, vocabulary, sentence patterns, and pronunciation. Songs that are familiar to children, such as Old MacDonald Had a Farm and Bingo, can be sung to instruct the spelling of words and letter sounds. According to Paquette and Rigg, adding motions to go along with the lyrics can serve as a motivator for young learners. Songs such as Row, Row, Row Your Boat and Mary Had a Little Lamb can be used to learn consonant sounds. For example, Row, Row, Row Your Boat can help children practice the R sound, and Mary Had a Little Lamb can allow them to practice the L sound. Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star can be used to teach homophones, which are words that have the same pronunciation but different spellings. For example, the words sky and high or star and R may rhyme, but their spellings are different. The methods of this research consisted of a sample and population, which was early childhood educators in surrounding schools. The instrument was a survey which was developed and consisted of 6 statements targeted towards the effects that music instruction has on the literacy and language development of students. Teachers were asked to respond to the 6 statements using a Likert scale. The options to respond to the statements ranged from 1, which equals strongly disagree, 2, which equals disagree, 3, which equals agree, and 4, which equals strongly agree. The statement and questions on the survey provided ordinal level data, which was put into an Excel spreadsheet to be analyzed using percentages. Statements 1 through 6 recorded in bar graphs showing how many people answered the statement based on their level of agreement and what percentage each answered based on their level of agreement. The responses to demographic questions 1 and 2 were also placed in an Excel spreadsheet to be analyzed. Following analyzation, the data collected from the demographic questions were also recorded in bar graphs showing the number of educators who had what range of experience, the number of educators who worked in what job assignment, and the percentages of those amounts. There was a total of 12 respondents in this study, 8 general classroom teachers, which had 2 of those had 1 to 5 years of experience, 2 of those had 6 to 10 years of experience, 3 had 11 to 15 years of experience, and 1 had 16 or more years of experience. The 2 instructional assistants, 1 of those were completing their first year of teaching, and 1 had 6 to 10 years of experience. 2 related arts teachers, 1 had 11 to 15 years of experience, and the other had 16 or more years of experience. The statements and or questions on the survey provided ordinal level data, which was put into an Excel spreadsheet to be analyzed using percentages. The responses were read on each completed survey to determine the rate of which teachers agree or disagreed with the statements. Research question number 1, does music positively affect the language and literacy development of early childhood learners? Based on the surveys, the answer is yes. There are no negative effects that can come of integrating music into the classroom when the goal is to promote literacy development. Question number 2, what ways does music affect the language and literacy development of young learners? Based on the surveys, music instruction improves vocabulary, promotes the learning of new words, improves oral communication, improves reading ability, and promotes phonemic awareness and phonological awareness skills. This table shows that the majority of educators strongly agreed with statement 1, which was music instruction is beneficial to students' vocabulary at 83.33%. Statement 2, repetitive patterns and words in a song help students learn new words at 91.67%. Statement 6, music helps students develop phonological awareness, recognizing rhyming words and the number of syllables in a word at 91.67%. Teachers, the majority of teachers agreed with statement number 3, hearing music improves my students' oral communication at 58.33%. And there was an equal division of educators that strongly agreed with statement number 4, music benefits my students' reading ability at 50%. And statement number 5, music helps my students pronounce new words, which is a phonemic awareness skill at 50%. Conclusions. The results within this study support the use of music to encourage the development of literacy and language in young children and are similar to the research in the literature incorporated. When considering the instruction that educators give in the classroom in regards to literacy, the findings indicate that music should be used by educators to enhance their students' literacy and language skills. To instill more confidence in teachers, workshops or seminars that consist of developmental appropriate strategies centered on using music in the classroom could be beneficial. General classroom teachers and instructional assistants could have more collaborations with music teachers to learn the basics of music that could help their students improve their reading, spelling, pronunciation, vocabulary, and word recognition. Educators may need guidance in which direction to go or where to start when desiring to incorporate music into their lessons to encourage their students to participate willingly in literacy activities. Seminars, workshops, teacher collaboration, and trial and error all could help achieve literacy and language goals. Thank you for listening to my presentation.